You want to go blue marlin fishing? Here we go. Get your cameras ready. We're gonna do it again. He's right here.
Over here, boys. Blue marlin, blue marlin, blue marlin.
Oh, yeah, baby. Great teaser. Bring on it.
You can tell that these marlin are angry. They want to kill and stun everything that they see.
Let's go. Double header. We got one. Let's get the other. Woo! All right, it's time for an update. We need to find out the Hurricane Hole Louisiana Open update on day number 2 of this 3-day tournament, midway through the day, and we're going to set you off with our first catch of the tournament, first reported catch, a badonkadonk. What is it, Madeline Hargroder, yellowfin tuna, yesterday at 3:35. I think it's cool that they get one of these possible championship fish right off the bat because it could be money.
That's right, and also could be sashimi, and that's what's most important to me, depending on the size. They're fishing on that 76 Whitaker, Don Hargroder, who owns and runs Hurricane Hole Marina. That is a special team. It's a special boat. They're a resilient team, and they're out there trying to catch them, but they definitely have that yellowfin tuna on the board.
But it is not a billfish. We do have a billfish on the board yesterday. Just as it started getting dark, Rising Suns, Jason Berthelot catches one. They actually got it to the boat at 9:45, but it took a little while to get in, and that's the way you want to end your day one, with a catch, knowing that I'm feeling the love.
You know, that's believing in your program. Going to catch live bait, skipjacks, yellowfins, blackfins, your bonitas, whatever you're going to be using, you bridle them up and you take them around those rigs and you hope for that bite. You've got a couple baits out. Everybody's got their hand on the line. Your tuna tubes are bubbling. Tails are wiggling there. The excitement is palpable. And all of a sudden, it's like, wee, wee, and you let them go. You let them run. You want them to take it down head first. Let them swallow it. You want to give them enough time to get that fish down their stomachs with that big circle hook. And then you want to push up that drag. They'll pop the boat in gear, start pushing forward. A lot of times those fish will come right at the boat once they figure out that they're hooked, and hopefully it's in the corner of their mouth.
If you do it once, you're going to want to do it again, and that's exactly what the Rising Suns had on day number 2 this morning. Got to the boat at 10:25, another fish catch by Jason Berthelot, a blue marlin. That's worth 450 points each time. They are in the lead right now with 2 fish, and we caught up with the Rising Suns, and here's what they had to say about that second catch.
This is Jason on the Rising Suns, and we are in day 2 of Louisiana Hurricane Hole Open. We hooked up this morning right in the major feeding time for these fish, so we're hoping that we catch another one soon here. And yeah, we had a nice fight with the fish. He was about 300 pounds and put on a great show for us, so I'm hoping we get another one like that.
Freaking awesome.
Got to watch him eat the bait. The one we caught last night was right at dark. We didn't see nothing until we got the fish in the boat, but today we missed the bait like 5 times, right on top of the water, all lit up. Beautiful, beautiful sight.
All right, Peter, that had to be fun. I'd much rather be able to see the whole thing go down instead of right before dark.
How cool is that you're fishing with your dad, you're sitting there on an 80 wide or a 130, you're cranking on your second fish, and he's saying, you know what's so cool about that? That fish missed the bait 5 times and finally got it and put on a show. There's nothing better than seeing that bite and watching that fish come out of the water. Catching them in the dark, 500-pounders, really cool too, but I prefer that daytime visual, you know, that's special. And to have her on the rod is so special because it's your daughter.
Yeah.
She's been trained by you. She is a product of what you have kind of, you know, given to her, and then she's taken and she's run with it. Now she is the master.
But the Rising Suns aren't the only ones on the board with a blue marlin. We also have Blueprint. Josh, first time. Kovacevic, Josh Kovacevic. That's his name now. Forever an SFC Lord, caught a blue marlin, 11:45 on the Blueprint. Back that up with Mechanical Man and Matt Grimes, the blue marlin at 12:08. So between 10:25 and 12:08, we're starting to see a little flurry. You say that often that you get in those feeding windows. We heard Jason talk about that before.
Yeah, you can listen to Jason talking about those bite times, and you can watch, on your computer, and you can look at the prime bite times in that particular area, and that's what they do. They focus on those. I mean, they're going to fish all day no matter what, but there are bite times, and they obviously did a great job having their baits in the water at the right time, and they caught their fish.
And we've got big fish on board, or not on board, but very close to being on board. I think 112 inches is what the local tournament rules are. If you bring a big, somebody said they measured one, it measured about 110, so getting really close, and it just shows you how big these blue marlin are in the Gulf of Mexico. But we also have an alert. Miss Mason with a lot of problems. Not that they didn't have a blue marlin on the line for 4 hours. That's when the problem kind of started.
Yeah, you know, we were told by our teams that are out there out on the water very far offshore that someone on the Miss Mason actually was impaled through their toe with a 12-0 hook. That is no joke, and they don't have the cutters that you'd normally cut like a lock off with, right? You cut off bolt cutters. They don't have the bolt cutters on the boat, so the injury is so bad that they're actually going back to shore. They say they're not going to be back to shore until 10 p.m. this evening. That is quite a journey. That's a long ride in. Not only that, but they had a high water situation. They've got a fish on for 4 hours, a lot of water in the pit. The mate or whoever it was stepped on that hook, went through his foot. A lot of stuff happens on a boat, especially when you're offshore and it's rough. Big fish, a lot of money at stake. You're on TV. There's so many factors that lead to the excitement of this. Not many people could handle this. This is high impact.
Hey, here's a Peter public service announcement though right now. So Peter, what's the one thing you said whenever you get a hook in your foot, you think bare feet? And the one thing you don't have to concern yourself that is when you have olakais. If they have their olakais on, they might hook into there.
I mean, these are what I wear. Look, when I'm fishing, I'm always wearing shoes. I used to wear flip-flops when I was younger. Some people go barefoot, but I like to wear shoes when I'm fishing. You never know what you're gonna slip when you're barefoot, always. So I like to wear running shoes. I wear my olakais. They make a great selection.
Yep.
That's a nice plug for olakai. It's a true story, not hard to talk about.
Hey, so there's your update. We've got 2 fish for Rising Suns, a tuna for Badonkadonk Blueprint, and Mechanical Man only 1 fish behind. But everybody's chasing the Rising Suns.
That doesn't make you excited. You need to go take up golf or something else.